Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video of We Be Talking.
We be talking, what's the word? Everything you never heard. We be talking,
talking. I know we've been in my age just a little bit, and I ain't seen y'all in a little while, but I just want to say hello to all of our We Be Talking fans. And look, before I go any further with introducing anybody, okay? Because that's not important right now. What's important is that you like, comment, and subscribe.
That's it.
Tell your mama, tell your friend, your grandma, your auntie, your cousin, your brother, somebody, okay? Even if they're in jail, they have access to internet. Let them know they need this in their life. Laughter does good like a medicine, okay?
Yes.
So with that being said, let me introduce you to these lovely ladies that We Be Talking. I'm your girl, Shika, of course. Hey. That's your girl, Ave. Hey, Ave.
Hey, Ave.
And then we have Tamara.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do this every time. Tamara. I don't know why she answered Tamara. And then, of course, Kim is not here with us, but we do miss you, girl. So with that being said, let's get into this topic, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you guys can relate. The topic today is family secrets.
Mm-hmm.
It already sounds juicy, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
And look, calm down, take three breaths. Y'all don't get mad, okay? Because I know y'all thinking about some family secrets right now and just like, no. Talk about it like civil adults, okay? So yes, we're talking about family secrets. Look, who got some? I don't know if I want to go this route. Who got some family secrets on this show?
Listen, the question is who don't?
Y'all ain't got to talk about family secrets. No. Because otherwise there wouldn't be no secret no more if we got on here and told everybody.
Right. The question is who don't have some family secrets?
And what we're going to talk about is how they affect the people in the family.
Absolutely. And that is the key point. Family secrets 10 do not recommend.
Mm-mm.
And the sad thing about it is I truly feel that family secrets are a precursor to a lot of the trauma that people end up inflicting on others when they become an adult.
I mean, but you got to think about it. How people feel like they're embarrassed with some of the things that take place. Mm-hmm. So the best thing to do is hide it, cover it, and not talk about it or deal with it because it makes me look bad or it makes the family look bad. You know what I mean? So like we got to get to a place as a generation, like as a people. Not a generation. That sounds bad. What generation? My family generation. Anyway, is it a generation or a race or ethnicity or I don't know. But we gotta get to a place as a people because I'm pretty sure white people and all kind of people have family secrets. We learn how to deal with it. You know what I mean? We gotta learn how to deal with it because what happened is check it. Here we go. Full circle. It causes generations after generations of family issues. See, I bring it back together. Oh, this say it again. Come here, put that
Dysfunction. And I'm not talking about junction. What's your function? Pure dysfunction.
Yes.
And then, honestly, it sucks because then when you have family secrets, you are never able to grow up to see actually what a healthy relationship looks like. Because the first relationship the child had is between the parent and the child. So if I see you and you are keeping a secret about something that a family member that is being a pedophile, or and you're keeping it a secret because I mean y'all know he got problems.
That's the most common. And what about when that pedophile that messed with one of the children and one of the children he think, remember I'm a deal, but that happens. He think that that's the mama, that ain't his mama, his sister is really his mama, and now we got all these secrets that we ain't told, and now he mad at the mama and the sister and the cousin and grandma. Like everybody upset now because so. Go ahead, baby. But I think that happens.
It does.
That pedophile. That's like one of the main. Let's not talk about Ricky because we know. Let's talk about Ricky.
Let's talk about Ricky.
That's what's wrong with Ricky.
Yeah,
that's right. Ricky going right here
because Ricky got a problem
because ain't nobody talking about it.
Ricky has a problem, and nobody is willing to tell Ricky that he has a problem that he needs to go and get help for.
And Ricky, so when we saw,
so what? So what about when the people Ricky is hurting, when they speak up? Now they look like the villains because they speak
Exactly.
It looks
and
like
so
they
we're
protect
still
Ricky.
protecting Ricky. Everybody's on Ricky's side. You know what I'm saying? And the person that was hurt by Ricky is still out there as the villain with no protection.
And then check
because
this.
of a family secret.
And then check this. And then the person that Ricky hurt, you know, they end up growing up seeking that same dysfunctional type of relationship their whole entire life.
Right.
Because what the message that they received was, when you were getting hurt, you were not worthy or worth being saved. That is the dialogue that they have. So even when they get into these relationships, they get into these toxic relationships and they're going and they're spiraling, and everybody else is like, I don't know what's wrong with Tasha. Tasha need to get her life together. Like, oh my goodness, what's wrong with that baby? I done tell Trail something wrong with that girl. But you know what I mean? Or they want to sit up here and say that the child is, well, that happened. You shouldn't have been wearing them shorts, or you shouldn't have been wearing this, or you shouldn't have been wearing that. I'm sorry.
Dear Ricky.
If Ricky cannot be in a house with little girls and little boys that are dressed like little girls and little boys, and you would rather try to control the attire of a child
in order to appease Ricky,
in order to, yes, to keep him as if, oh, he didn't do nothing, he ain't like that, and you knew from the time Ricky was little that Ricky would do certain things, and you're like,
right, when Ricky was taking his thing, sticking in that hole outside, you knew something wrong then. Why, Ricky? Like,
get your stuff out that tree trunk, Ricky. I'm sick of you with this.
We should have addressed that then when Ricky was 7.
When Ricky was 7, but no, you made excuse after excuse after.
But now Ricky is a full-grown monster.
A horrible monster.
Full-grown monster.
Boys and boys. No.
Exactly. And they accept that, and that's the crazy thing about that.
Yeah, can we just pause for a minute while they said the tree? Rick outside messing with the tree.
No, why you said Ricky was outside sticking his thing in a hole? What hole was he sticking his thing in?
A tree trunk.
They said a tree trunk. Ricky really got a problem.
Ricky got a problem. But it's true. It's sad.
That was just an example, but that is some things that like happen. Things they see signs early on and ignore it or make excuses for, especially boys. Do y'all notice when it comes to if it's a girl, oh, she's fast and this, that, and don't do this, and she need. But when it comes to boys, oh, he just being a boy. I don't know.
That's very true.
And then we could grow up and be a monster, like y'all said, because he was just being a boy. No, the whole time he fondling that kitty cat outside, that was a problem. It's a kid. Kobe don't like that.
Kobe in the background, like, who was messing with the kitty cat?
But yeah, though. So how do y'all think people should handle family secrets? I mean, if you're trying to help somebody, tell, you know, and then so
kill it. Shouldn't be none. That what happens in this house stays in this house. Let me tell you, I hate that phrase, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate that phrase.
Tell me why.
Because what that does is that puts a huge blanket over abuse, sexual or physical abuse, or things that go on. And if a child is not being heard in their own home, and you tell them what goes on in this house stays in the house, no, Cheryl Ann. If what goes on inside of this house is an unsafe situation that is endangering physically, sexually, a minor or a child, that don't need to stay in the house.
Right.
Because the fact that it happened in the house is already saying that the house is not a safe place. And I think it sets, honestly, kids up to be abused even outside of the home
because these people are being protected. That's what that does. That whole what happens in this house stays in this house protects the predator. It protects them because they know even if the family knows, right? because they can handle the family knowing that they creepy and nasty, right? But they know that the family's not taking it nowhere. They know that it's not leaving that house.
Nope.
So even if they, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even if they keep doing it, they know that all that's gonna happen is gonna get swept under the rug.
Exposed.
And they're gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it. But one thing they had, the whole family need to realize, you just as guilty. You just as
Absolutely.
guilty. You keeping that secret over and over and over again. You keeping that secret, you're just as guilty.
Yes.
And if somebody else gets hurt because you didn't say anything, you're at fault.
Right. And
Yes.
so now we need to make a list of what children need to tell and what they don't need to tell.
Come on now.
You don't need to be going out here telling that we ain't had the money for the gas bill last week. That ain't what you're telling. What you don't need to tell, you, like I'm saying, you need to keep a list. Because
Yes.
it's not that we're gonna have it. I mean, we've come so far from not paying bills, but I'm just saying, you know, some stuff just don't do to tell.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But we have to teach our children. I've always told my kids, my daughter and even my son, I've told them at a very young age,
Yeah.
this is, tell them about their private parts, proper names for it.
Mhm.
And
Ain't no
and
pocketbook.
this is yours.
Ain't
It's not, it's not no pocketbook. It's not
cookie.
no, right.
What's wrong with
It's a
that?
vagina and it's a penis and it belongs to you.
Yep, your
It
body
belongs to
you.
you.
Yep.
It is yours.
And nobody.
No one.
Absolutely
No one.
nobody.
Zilch.
Nobody is to touch this. No one. And if somebody, I always tell my kids this, if somebody tells you or does something to you and tells you, don't tell mom, that's when you got to come and tell mom.
Mhm.
Because you don't keep any secrets from your parents, especially when it's, so it could be a family member, a family friend, or whatever.
But the crazy thing is, predators, people that do that, they know who to do it to.
I'm telling
Absolutely.
you, they know how
Nobody
to
would
look for
ever,
vulnerable people.
never do that like that to me when I was a child. They knew better, because I'll be in the middle. Cause Uncle Billy had told me to cut my legs open. He'd be in the middle of Walmart. They knew I was not the right one to do. But a child that's to themselves, timid, meek, low self,
They know.
quiet, they know.
It's like
Yep.
predators know. It's like if you watch the nature channel and you watch the lions and the tigers and the predators and how they seek out the prey, and they may be watching the animals, right? And like, a whole bunch of them just walking somewhere, going or whatever, and they will look for the weak one in the back. They will look for like the young one or a sick one that's lagging behind, that's not with the rest of the animals, and that's how they go and they get them. So predators know exactly how to look for somebody that's vulnerable already. They're looking for vulnerability. They're looking for somebody that's hurt, somebody has low self-esteem, somebody that got a whole lot going on with them already. You know what I'm saying? So those people are less likely to say something to somebody.
But you know what? The craziest thing about that is a lot of times when we talk about things like that, people assume that it's just some stranger out in the world that would do these things.
It's seldom.
Family, yes.
Seldomly is it ever a stranger.
And you know what the part that I've noticed is sometimes family members are not willing to accept the information.
Oh yes.
They're like, oh, that can't be true. That's a lie. That would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, huh? So you telling me my baby gonna make this up? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You telling me this little kid is just no.
Yeah.
And you know the crazy thing about it is because they do not want to look a certain way. Okay, guys, we're parents. I don't care how old our kids get. Every parent know their child.
That's true.
You
absolutely
know your baby, the good, the bad, the indifferent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The ugly. You know your kid. So a lot of times when things are being brought up, I think the reason why people want to sweep it under the rug is because they take it as an offense to them as a parent.
Yes.
Instead of looking at the individual as good, child, you ain't that important. This ain't got nothing to do with you. What you did is you pushed him out your hooch. Like at this point, what he's doing, I need him to stand as an individual to be held accountable for his actions. But because they don't want to be the parent that got the pedophile. They don't want to be the parent that sat there and let their child be.
But I have more respect for the parent that will stand up and say, no, he's wrong. We need to
Thank you. Absolutely.
It's not right. I got more respect for you than the parent. That's my baby. And
he would never.
Your baby a pedophile, ma'am.
He would.
Baby, you the reason he like he is.
And they know it. I don't care what nobody say. They knew it because there ain't no way you didn't notice a little something the way you been like,
how he be acting when he was doing.
You won't go outside, stay in the front yard. Don't you better not open that gate and go in the backyard by them oak trees, because I swear for everything, Ricky.
I swear for that oak tree. You touch that tree one more game.
And I'm good to leave little pussycat right there. If I catch your tail over there, we go. But as I'm saying, like I said, every parent knows their child. And so that's why I truly believe family secrets were set up solely to protect images and not to protect children.
Yeah. They're always the ones that get get hurt from the situation, no matter what, you know, and some families are okay with it. You know, I ain't okay with it.
Mm-mm.
I don't care if you like me afterwards. I'm not, because if it was my child, you know what I'm saying? I will go to the ends of the world to make sure I'm trying to, I can't even put it in words what I would do if someone were to violate my child.
Ooh.
I couldn't even tell you what I would do.
Pew, pew, pew. Put them up, Let me tell you. And this is the crazy thing. And this is my personal opinion. You can always tell when there are a lot of family secrets, because you'll start noticing that the one that was hurt, when they're not coming around to the gatherings.
Oh yeah, they stop coming around.
They stop coming around, because see, now as a child, I had to be in interacting with my abuser, because y'all kept forcing me to do things. Y'all kept forcing us to come together. Now, when I become an adult and I leave, I don't come back.
I don't have
when
to.
You tell me why I don't bring my kids around, why would I bring my kids around here? This is like, are you freaking kidding me? But then instead of them, oh, you know what? Well, that makes sense. No, they'll make that adult
look crazy.
Look crazy.
They talk all kinds of stuff about them.
Yep.
Make them look crazy.
Nobody would believe. Now that you have
make them out to be the villain.
Exactly. Because now that you have a voice, I can't control what you say. I'm going to control. The only thing I can control is if people believe you.
Right.
So my mission is going to make sure that I tear you down so much in the eyes of others
that they won't believe you.
That they won't believe nothing that you say.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's true.
I know of a person, they don't know I know, and they wouldn't even know, whatever. Anyway, but they had some issues in their family. And crazy enough, like this young lady, daddy did something to her, right? Mm-hmm. She grows up and take her kids down there to the daddy and the mama. And the mama stayed with the daddy. And the crazy thing, this is so common. 50 million people, like, who that this happened to? You know what I mean? Like, this is so common. But she took, and then she had an issue with the daddy and the child. Why? She wrote a whole book about it. But then you take your child to your dad. My daddy would, he wouldn't even be able to dream about my child.
Right?
Because I would show up in his dream. Nigga, I know you ain't. I would show up in his dream.
You wouldn't have any access. You would have no access to my kids. You know? And even if I had to bring them around where, you know, family function where you were at, they would never leave my sight.
We never leave my family function.
Mhm.
'Cause what if I had to go pee? What if the slightest chance that I may have fainted because it's so hot and now I can't keep my eye? No, we just not going. Mm-mm.
It's true, y'all. And statistically speaking,
I was like, what you
how
eat?
many people do you think, how many young girls
What you eat?
or, do you think, or even young boys? Because nowadays, it ain't just young girls going through stuff like
Right.
that. Young boys are being,
And
messed with
that's
too.
another thing. That's
Yeah,
another thing. Nobody really talks about young boys being messed with as much as we talk about the young girls.
Yes.
Boys are prone to be more secretive than girls.
Yes.
Eventually, girls will grow up and be like, he touched me, or she did this, or da 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 da. At some point, you hear about it.
Yes.
But with boys,
They will
men
die with
be
that secret.
men and be like, man, I was touched when I was, but nobody ever, I mean, it's crazy. And they get probably touched just as much as girls or more.
And the thing is, if a young boy was touched by a man, he probably would die with that secret.
Yeah.
If it was a woman, it's something that he grows up to be proud about. Because I've seen a lot of like men who has had sex, they claim when they were like young, 12, 13, with 19, 20,
Right.
21-year-old woman, and they were happy about it. They were proud about
They
it.
like, I've heard as young as 8 with someone
Yeah.
that's 19, and I'm like,
Yes,
That's
and they were
terrifying.
proud about it. But if it's a girl, then yeah, they were proud about it. Like, yeah, she did this to me.
I did this at 8. She wanted me.
Yes, she was 19, I was 8,
Mhm.
and yeah, they
To
were
me,
proud about it.
I think what that sounds like to me is a coping mechanism for what they experience. Because think about it. If you a man and you said, I was 8 years old and this woman came on to me and it messed me up. Like I was not prepared. I was 8. I was a child. I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared for it. Yes, my body responded, but I was 8. I was never the same after that. I looked at women differently. Like, man, you was simp.
I killed that.
Listen. So what? I mean, what is you? Is you
Like
gay?
my 8-year-old son.
You crying because you got some? Oh my gosh. So then, since you can't in society, you can't say that.
That's crazy.
You say, oh yeah, man, I got it this early. Because you can't say when I was molested, when I was raped, it bothered me. It changed who I am.
And that's the reason why I treat women the way I treat them today, because of that.
Y'all seen the Antoine Fisher
Exactly.
movie? Y'all
Yeah.
seen the movie Antoine Fisher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the babysitter or whoever she was or whatever.
Yes.
To make him do stuff to her at a very, very young age. And
yes,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes,
But
yes.
I pray the Lord have mercy.
And
Jesus.
but
That's
you
why
know
I
what? They don't prosecute the women. They don't. They
as
don't
harshly.
prosecute
And
women.
even if they do, it's not as harshly.
It's not as harsh.
with the
Even
men.
if they catch them in the school setting, they don't do anything.
Yeah, like them teachers.
Yes, they don't do anything to hold them accountable for what they are doing.
Not as much as they would with the man.
As they would with the man.
Yeah.
That is very true.
It's sad.
That is very true.
It's sad.
But yeah, the
So then
family
you got
secrets,
men.
y'all. Y'all gonna have to figure out a way. If y'all got some secrets in your family, stuff like that that's going on, you got to think about it.
And you got to
really think about it. Think about what you're condoning, because if you know this, you're not saying anything, you're not doing anything about it. Think that you're condoning this, and then somebody else could possibly get hurt because you didn't say anything, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You swept it under the rug, or you were scared, or you didn't want the smoke, you didn't want, but think about it.
you protecting this
If it
person.
was your child
that
that was
need
going through
help.
that and somebody knew and didn't say, how would you feel?
And why are we more amped to say, okay, let's get this person help?
Right. How about you? How about we try to get the child some help?
The child, everybody in this situation needs help. Ricky needs help. We knew Ricky needed help at 7 when he was messing with them oak trees.
But look, and then the thing is too,
The landscaper
Ricky
quick because he
was a
got sick of
victim.
Ricky. Every time he looked,
Maybe
holes in
he-
the azaleas, holes in the.
But listen, maybe at some point, Ricky was a victim. Maybe somebody did that to Ricky and he never got help.
And
And
it's
now
a
he grew
cycle.
up to become the predator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a vicious cycle.
Absolutely.
It's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious
Or-
cycle.
Didn't R. Kelly say that he was molested when he was younger?
Yeah, R.
Believe
Kelly
none
used
of
to
R.
kiss
Kelly
his
never
mama
changed.
on the lips. Remember he talked about
What do you
kissing-
mean? Like,
I know everybody kissed their mama on the lips, but he talked about how he would, after she drank her tea or something, he would take his lips because he wanted to like touch it. And the way he kissed his mom wasn't because we kiss our children on the lips. No thing. It's
Yeah.
no thing.
Uh-huh.
But the way he kissed his mom on the lips, though, it was like an Eve Bayou. Y'all ever seen Eve Bayou? How she was obsessed with her dad and she would, you know, it was a wrong. Go watch the documentary. He talked about how he would want to kiss her and stuff. It wasn't in a good, like a son want to kiss a mom away.
Mm-hmm.
So little stuff like that. She should have said, okay, who didn't mess with him?
Right. Right.
and where's this coming from?
And as a mama, like, baby, no, you don't kiss mama like that, honey.
I would have.
We need to talk. Come sit down.
In half.
Where did you learn that from? You know what I mean? Like having conversations like that. But
yes.
like you say, people, let me tell you, I don't trust nobody around mine. I'll give a darn family. I don't
Right.
trust because you only know your family as much as your interactions with them.
Right.
Period. And so with that, you have got to be careful of what you're doing with and how you allow like my children, we don't do sleepovers. We don't spend the night. We ain't doing none of that. For the simple fact that I don't know who's gonna be at the house when you spending the night. I don't know if anything happened to your friend. And then I send you over there to spend the night, and then your friend try to do something to you. Y'all the same age, but your friend is acting out what was done to them. I don't know if your friend has been messed with, and the person that messed with them is now using them as
Right.
bait to get you to come over so they can do the same thing to you.
There's so many scenarios.
There's so many scenarios. And then even if you take the sexual aspect out of it, of like the pedophile thing, so we were talking about that, there are family secrets of abuse, physical abuse. There are family secrets of this person sleeping with this person, this relative and this relative is related, but we can't tell nobody, or you know what I mean? And so you can never have genuine, true, healthy relationships when it is the foundation of it is moldy and festering with pus from secrets. No matter what
That's
you
exactly
try
what that
to,
is.
yes,
Festering with pus and infection.
and
It's disgusting and
infection.
nasty.
Nothing will build,
Listen.
nothing will grow. Every relationship that you try to build off that foundation will literally be only one you can take at face value. There will never be anything deep because nothing can grow because there is no authenticity. There is no accountability.
Wow.
Everything is, don't tell this person this, you can't tell that person. Shh, don't tell that. Here they come, here they come, here they come. Like, are you serious? But when you have that as your normal, and then you raise kids in that, and then you expect these darn children to be like, I don't know what is wrong with John. Like, John is just, oh my gosh, I just can't take it. Like, he is just fighting out. He's yelling. John, go clear your room. Don't talk to me, Cheryl. It's something going on there. It's something going on. I'm sorry, because children crave structure. You understand what I'm saying? Children want structure. They want to be safe. They want somebody to tell them this is right and this is wrong.
Right.
So for your child not to believe the words that come out of your mouth,
Wait, don't talk to me, Cheryl, one more time. I said not a whole little clip it.
that's it. I'm serious. I have
Cheryl.
don't talk to me, Cheryl.
Especially
Yeah.
if they said like that, they got a demon in there. We yeah,
Right?
They mad. She's like, John, you wait till your father comes home.
Ah, Cheryl finna get beat up. Cheryl need a whooping.
It's not, you know why John acting like that? Because John has no respect for you.
Because she ain't set no boundaries for John to have respect.
Yeah.
For her.
And
You just
why
said-
doesn't
And all
Cheryl
y'all
set
trying to
boundaries?
do is cover for John. He just cover up for him.
Yo, my
then
child,
you
he be
cover
finding
for John.
himself, picking himself up from
Right?
the third world, not off the
Right.
floor. He be somewhere else. Oh Lord, what happened?
Listen, no.
I ain't never had a
Wait,
child.
Cheryl. Whoosh. Hey,
Right.
hey there, buddy. Hey, hey. We're not gonna do that again, are we?
Army.
Okay. That's how that would have
Better
been.
ask somebody.
Yeah. But then that stuff means that since he wasn't held accountable, then he starts growing up and becoming a young man. And then he starts being aggressive to people, still not held accountable because Cheryl gonna stick up for her boy. Her boy can do
Right.
no wrong. He done smacking and beating up everybody, can do no wrong whatsoever. It's a vicious cycle, man. I don't let me tell my kid, you don't have to hug nobody you don't want to hug. Your body belongs to you.
Exactly.
Point blank, point
Exactly.
blank. I don't give a darn if it's your auntie, your cousin, if you don't want to hug nobody, you don't have to
shouldn't
hug
be making
anybody.
no child want to hug you. You shouldn't be making no kid do that.
Exactly.
Even listen,
just give
and
him a
there are
hug. Just give him a
but
hug.
people do it because
Give him
it's
a hug.
disrespectful if you don't. So what you're telling me is I have no control over my body. And if anybody wants me to tell me to do something to my body that I don't want to do, I have to follow it.
No.
You think you're teaching your child respect. What you're doing is you're making them a victim. Because
no.
now if somebody says to them, hey, come over here, you don't tell me no.
So y'all comment down below.
Yes.
Y'all have some family secrets. Please, by all means, do not put your family secrets in
Who are
these
you?
comments. We don't want to hear them. Okay?
Exactly. Let
Don't put
us
your-
know. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
But tell us how you have coped with having a family secret and how it affected your family, how it affected you. Comment down below. But keep your family secrets. Go tell somebody else. One
No.
here.
Do us a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And until we meet again, thank you. Bye-bye.
We love y'all.
Talking, oh, talking.